Snowtown. I've seen that movie, On the Bodies in the Barrels. One of the oddest movies I've ever seen. And just a small aside to finish up the South Australia trip. For some reason, I'm drawn like a moth to light to the more macabre and darker side of life. So places like Snowtown and Truro interested me a lot, and we planned to visit both while we were there. So Snowtown, of course, and I'm not going to go into it because it's heavily available on the web everywhere. But it was where they found bodies in barrels in the old bank vault, which is just across the road from the pub, we found out. And now operating as a shop, you can actually buy souvenirs based around the bodies in the barrels and other things as well, to be fair. So that was kind of eerie. So those murders took place between August 1992 and May 1999. Only one victim killed in Snowtown, no victims from Snowtown, no perpetrators from Snowtown. But Snowtown lives with that stigma forever and a day now. The ringleader got 11 life sentences, no parole. A fairly evil sort of a character, didn't like paedophiles and homosexuals, and if he believed you were one and you were close to him, the possibility was you're going to end up in a barrel. Terrible, terrible crime. But Snowtown has other attractions. I understand the pub does a really good meal. We needed to move on, otherwise we probably would have eaten there. Now it has quite a large wind farm with big explanation on that wind farm. Runs through there, and I don't know whether we were lucky enough to see it, but the Gann ran through there. While we're there, the Gann will run from Adelaide to Darwin if you're prepared to dump a wedge of cash at it. It is in fact the Gann. Heading through Snowtown. How about that? There you go. And there's a little bit of water tower out there as well. So here we are in Snowtown, a town that's famous or infamous for a little bit more than its water tower art. For those of us that remember, or those of us that don't, look up the bodies in the barrels. Case, fairly horrific crime here in South Australia. Well, it's easy for me to joke about it these days. Pretty sad time in our history. Very hard walking around these things without the fancy gear, keep everything level. But we came down here because I'm odd and I like to look at odd things. And we came across said water tower. Some really good crops along the way actually, between Loch Eel and Snowtown. From here we'll head to, we think, Blythe. But we're going to be getting into some grape growing country fairly soon, I think. Let's finish off getting all this water tower in. So the other one is Truro. Murders from about 1976. Don't know, not sure when they ended, but they were happening pretty quickly. 8 young women, mostly in Adelaide, driven to Truro, murdered and covered up there. 2 guys involved. One bloke was killed in a car crash with an abductee, so he never got to suffer for his heinous crimes. He died in 1977 in that car accident. The older guy got 6 consecutive life sentences, but died in jail at 68 in 2008, so he didn't get to suffer long enough either. On top of that, Truro was the name of my wife's family's farm out here on the Darling Downs. Don't know why. We haven't been able to put any links to Truro in South Australia. Her family certainly didn't come from South Australia. Her grandparents came from Germany. They've spent most of their time here on the Downs. Some of their neighbours came from South Australia. But anyway, Truro, we were there in 2013 as well, and since then the pub's closed. Bakery, quite nice. We just had a bit of a quick look around town. It was a quick look around town. We're on our way to Udunda. Again, Truro will carry the stigma of those murders forever and a day, I guess, and not really anything to do with the people of Truro. It's a wicked, wicked, weird world we live in, and there certainly are some people not quite normal. Have a look at this beast. You got the old EH or EJ, you got the 179 motor, which is the Hydromatic, the special, you got your white wall tyres and a locking fuel cap. What more could you want as we complete the streets of Snowtown?